Hey there, good people. It's your girl Vitamin Key back with another video and yet another look. Um, yeah, like I said, one of these days I will get my life together and I can be consistent about what I look like. But for right now, I'm just trying to get the content out to you and just jump when I feel that creative inspiration, the juice is flowing. So, with that being said, I wanted to come back with a video about one of this last couple weeks hottest topics, that's Future and Laurie Harvey. I know in the beginning of this whole particular situation or even prior to it, Laurie Harvey was getting a reputation as being a real player, a real hot girl or whatever. Some people love it. Some people think it's a bit much. They think she's hoeing. You know what I mean? And then there are others that just flat out don't care. But I know the her particular story took a very interesting twist once she started dating Future, both privately because they were just kind of hinting at it before, and then within this last week or so, the public displays of affection and basically both of them claiming each other outright. And then you had the baby mama um, jumping all the way into her feelings about it, and that's probably a whole nother subject we can get into. But today I just want to talk about um, just how it looks and just different people's feelings on it. I know, like being in the shade room and everything like that, and seeing different people responding to it. It's mostly women, and a big reaction, a pretty widespread reaction, is, "Oh, she's too young for him," which is so ironic considering the upswing of the new trend of talking about hypergamy, and everybody's on this hypergamous train now. And one of the linchpins of the hypergamous doctrine is that older men want younger, hotter women. And so it's just very telling and indicative of that mindset, because I'm guessing these people that are talking about this are like, this is my assumption, early to mid 20s, and maybe even a little younger, just women that may not have a lot of experience with men and dating and just how that whole situation works out. And typically when you're really in the game of dating, that is how it goes. Older men look for younger women. And I can remember so many times when I was in my adolescence, significantly older men coming after me, because I want to believe it was because I was developed. I had a lot of chest even way back then. But some men just like younger women because of um, the personality. And that's not even a woman. When you're 12 and 13, 14 and stuff, you're not even a woman, you're a kid. But that's not the case in what Future is doing with Laurie Harvey. Laurie Harvey is actually, you know, well over the age of consent, but she's still, how old is Laurie Harvey? Around about 10 years younger than him, give or take some years. Um, and yeah, that's not uncommon. Now, for me, what I find to be quite interesting and a little confusing, and I would love to be a fly on that wall and kind of pick her brain about, is why Lori Harvey is at a point now where she is, sought after in the industry. And if her twist is she wants to date rappers and she wants to be, out and finger popping in the streets, and oh, don't mind I hurt my wrist. She wants to be out and doing it and dating the hottest, most eligible bachelors, of the hip hop generation and stuff. That's really cool. My confusion is, why Future? Of all the men, like, I'm sorry, and people may try to come for me because I've Future is, he has that deadbeat dad swag, sex appeal. You know what I mean? That deadbeat dad swag. It's always the guy who has all the children, coming out of the woodworks, and all the baby mamas who, just knows that they can do some things in the bedroom. You know what I mean? And they also know that, I think it's that knowledge that girls are drawn to a bad boy, and they're drawn to the idea of being able to reform the bad boy. And that first what was it, Snapchat or whatever they had of them in the little buggy thing, and she's pulling him to her like, oh yes, kiss me, show the world we're together type of thing. That was very telling to me, because to me it's like, okay, she is flexing right now. She's like, look, I got him to do what none of y'all could get him to do. He's claiming me, he's happy to be with me, he's spoiling me, he's showering me with affection and time, he's making me his showpiece, and he's just really happy to be here, as opposed to, oh, he's just here for convenience. And yeah, that's all fine and good until you become another one of the women in the collection. And by that I mean until you get pregnant. Now, me, I like to think in my mind, as I'm paying attention to all these people's business, and thinking I know a little bit about them. I think that Lori Harvey is all the way on birth control. Like, I do not think she's a stupid girl. I do not think she's gotten to where she is in terms of, you know, um, social climbing, because that's what it is, social climbing and networking and everything, by chance. I think she's very intelligent. She had her mother, to mold her and guide her, and I think she's just kind of adapting the lessons she learned. But something, let's be real. The tea on Miss Marjorie Harvey is that she was pretty much the same kind of way. She just wasn't in the celebrity pool. She was in the hood celebrity pool, where she was. So, but she was just as scandalous. She has children by brothers. You know what I mean? So she just was doing what she wanted to do and what she could do. And that's the thing with Lori Harvey. I think she's just like, look, I can and I am. And it is what it is. And I'm not mad at her about that. But I am concerned that Future is a life ruiner. You know what I mean? And I don't want to put all of the blame on him, because my channel and the things that I talk about is all about accountability. And it's all about, you as a individual, baby mamas and stuff, having to come to terms with how you failed yourself. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you continue to fail, but if you keep perpetuating that bad decision you made and keep stretching it out longer than it needs to be, then that's what it is. But that being said, I don't want to go out on a tangent. Um, Lori Harvey is out. She's having fun. I think that right now she wants to be with Future, and I think it's more of a pride thing. I think it's more of a thing of being, you know, like her stepdaddy says, game hunting, big game hunting. Future is that lion head on the wall. You know what I mean? Because he's the bad boy, he's the untamable. Sierra couldn't tame him, kids couldn't tame him, nobody could tame him, and yet here she is seemingly leading them by a string. I mean, and that, I don't want to say it's cool, but it's definitely, as a woman who's been played, who's seen different, you love to see it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people love to see it. But then there's the other side that's just like, oh, she's ran through, she's this and she's that. Um, and I'm not going to say no, because at the end of the day, she's doing all of this stuff very publicly. And there comes a day when there's somebody that's not going to think it's cute, and it may be somebody that you need to be on your side. So that concerns me for her. But hey, she's got way more money than I've ever had in my life. She's super young, super beautiful. She has so many options right now. I'm hoping that she is making the most of those opportunities, that she's not just going for what's fun, that she's really actually thinking beyond today, and that she has a plan, and that if nothing else, that she's definitely, certainly got her, what's that called, birth control game on a beam. Because like I said, Future will impregnate, and if she's the type to try to get a Future to flex, he's the type to try to trap a girl like her to flex. You know what I mean? Like, I would not put it past him to try to get her pregnant, because he's so into her. Because I don't know if he was very into any of the other girls, not even Sierra. I remember when Sierra and Haiti were together, and the body language and just the dynamic between them, and Sierra was always just like, so happy to be there, and he was just kind of like, yeah, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, that was very apparent. No one's ever seen him be so enthusiastic about someone he is betting. So yeah, those are the guys though, because they have so many other throwaway kids that they don't really they're not really particular about it. I'm not saying they don't love them, but they're not invested in them. They're not investing their time, and they're investing, only the money they have to invest in them. So I wouldn't put it past someone like him, because he's so into her, to be like, oh no, she's gotta be mine. You know what I mean? I've gotta trap her. She's gotta have my baby, because I actually love her. I got all these babies, all these women I don't really love. She gotta have my baby. So I will watch out for that, if I were her. But and then that also puts a lot of targets on her back. We've already seen the baby mom, Eliza Rain, going off and going off about how unbothered she is, with rants that no one asked for. Um, I mean, and there's nothing they really can do for her, because, like I said, as long as she gets in and out unscathed in terms of having a child by him, she's gravy. She's won this. But just, I would say, please, please, please don't get pregnant, because it's not the end of your life, and definitely not for someone like her, who, like I say, has resources, has connections, has famous and rich parents. It wouldn't be the end of her life. She would still be able to live a good life, but she wouldn't have the freedom that she has, and she would walk around with that stigma of, oh yeah, he got you too. You know what I mean? So that being said, I want to know what you guys think about the whole Lori Harvey future situation. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you have another little spin on it, please like, subscribe, and give me some feedback on that. And I will be back with some more content. Let's cross our fingers I get it together and have better quality content. I'm so sorry. This is probably the wrong thing to do, but I still feel the need to apologize, because I am a perfectionist spirit, I promise you. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.